Over the past 2 months, the world's attention has been fixed on the war in Middle East. But there is another story unfolding in the shadows, one that is not discussed. It's the story of the Arab states, the silent, humiliated losers of this war, and those who can effectively end this chaos forever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Polit Affairs. The Arab states, including Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Syria, Qatar, have all been unwanted guests of the big war between Iran, Israel, and the United States. Their territories have been used as launchpads, their airspace violated, their sovereignty trampled by all sides of the conflict. And yet, their public stances have shown no sign of learning from this disaster. Their strategic thinking remains frozen in a bygone era. But why? In order to understand, we must go back centuries. Arab nations have historically been subjects of colonialism and imperialism. First by the Ottoman Turks, then by the European powers, and in recent decades by the United States. The form of domination has changed. Many Arab countries appear independent on paper, but in practice, their domestic and foreign policies are dictated from thousands of miles away. Their industries, their security, even their defense systems are managed and controlled by Washington and its European allies. To be fair, these Arab nations tried to make the best out of this arrangement. They grew wealthy. For decades, it worked, or so they thought. But the recent war, the massive US-Israeli military campaign against Iran shattered the entire security, economic, and industrial architecture in a single day. Americans and Israelis used all these countries to launch 23,000 attacks in Iran, including hitting a girls' elementary school and civilian energy infrastructure. And when Iran started to answer, American warships did not protect Arabs from Iranian retaliation. And the billions of dollars paid annually to Washington brought nothing but silence when Arab cities became de facto military zones. This brings us to a deeper, more troubling issue: the Arab strategic mindset. Having been dominated for so long, the Arab leaders don't actually know any other kind of interaction with the outside world. In their view, any powerful nation that asserts itself militarily must be another imperialist, another conqueror to be appeased. This is precisely why they fear Iran. They see Tehran as another expansionist power that wants to dictate its will. But is that true? Let us briefly examine the Iranian history. From the first Persian Empire, founded more than 2,500 years ago, through the Safavid dynasty 500 years ago, and up to the present day, Persians have shown a remarkable pattern. Even when conquering, they respected the languages, cultures, and internal politics of subject nations. Iran today, despite its questionable governance, is not instinctively imperialist. Iranians are not colonizers. They do not seek to rule over Arabs. They are only trying to be independent in a region where all their neighbors are colonized. In fact, over the last decade, the Iranian government repeatedly proposed a collective security framework for the Persian Gulf, a structure run jointly by regional nations without any extra regional powers. And every time the Arabs rejected it, they preferred the American umbrella. They trusted Washington more than their old Persian friend. According to repeated US media reports, Arabs even urged Washington to continue its strikes on Iran, begging not to be abandoned. But on the ground, US could not help them and preferred to focus on defending Israel. And Iran only attacked bases and infrastructures related or owned by America. This has a clear message for the Arabs. Iran respected them while they were US partners in this crime. If the US did not have these bases there, Arabs wouldn't have been dragged into the war in the first place. And here is the hard truth: if Arab leaders would abandon this futile stubbornness towards their old Persian neighbor, the entire Middle East could change almost overnight. If they agree to form a joint security structure with Iran instead of a distant hegemon that has never brought them real safety, then there would be no need for any American military bases in the region, and without those bases, the endless wars that plague this region, every single one of which is tied to US and Israeli interests, would automatically end. They must believe the fact that Iran is not a bully. Iran is not another imperialist. There is no other way. Of course, such a win-win scenario requires diplomatic path, and that path runs through Beijing. China has every incentive to see a stable, independent Middle East. It's the region's largest energy consumer. Beijing can guarantee a comprehensive non-aggression and non-interference pact between Iran and its Arab neighbors. Such a move would be a massive diplomatic victory for China, positioning it as a peacemaker against Washington's warmongering. But as long as Arab states continue to cling to the American security umbrella, as long as they pay billions of dollars to keep a foreign hegemon in their backyard, the war in the Gulf will not end. And they will remain the permanent silent losers of a war that is not even theirs. The lesson is there to be learned. The question is, will they learn it before the next war begins? Thank you so much.